gentle, the political hot goose. You sit up and me, you the fry. I for don't buy you the nyaka nyaka. This na the Hot Goose Network television.
Family, una audo me when they talk to una, me na gentle, the political hot goose, and me na the PRO for SLPP North America region. And today, na a very big day. Today, the SLPP hour, the hour where they come to you every Thursday, the hour where they bring to you the good thing them way, the new direction government and President Talk and they do. The hour where you can hear the authentic information where nobody don't get for life by you, where they get the proper and pure analysis them about how this government they work, about how things they operate inside the SLPP party. You when they watch me, what I want you do right now, I want you share the program. If you're watching on YouTube, I want you subscribe. You know, they pay no money, not free. Subscribe and press the notification bell for all so that whenever are they on live, you will get the notification. You in the Facebook, now for follow the page them. You in the Unity, you in the Hot Goose Network Salon Facebook, now for also follow the page. You in the SLPP North America Unity Forum, now for also do the same. You in the SLP Media Mouthpiece on Facebook where they watch we, now for also share the program and call your brother. Drop your comment because we need them comment the day so that when we discuss, it will help we for see how best the discussion and the conversation they go. Today, the SLPP hour will especially they talk about the just concluded SLPP women's leader elections. We talk about them. We discuss issues around them. But today we get a lot of issues, panelists then. But I want the one panelist where we don't come first in the studio. Let it tell you how do and let it welcome you on the show.
My name is Safilo. I'm so glad for the year and for talk to all Sierra Leoneans around the world. For local address the issues the way pertinent to it, which we see happen these past few days. The election will just don't take place. And I will let Chloe really address them honestly. And I will wait for genuine question and then I will tell now waiting I'm your take. My opinions are not to that of the SLPP. Not to like say the script anything give me follow we say. But we are SLPP member there and we care very much about we party. Anything they go on there, we don't observe them. We know what's they go on and we go give you advice, we'll give you opinion and we go talk to people them and then we'll go take them from there. I hope say we're not going to enjoy the show. All right, thank you.
Family, that person they will see na Mr. Safilo when are the PRO for SLPP North America, North Dakota chapter. So now they talk to us. So we forget the other person when a PRO Mohammed Sano, but he go join in at the show. Dima go join in at the show. DJ Force go join in at the show. But for now, we kick up with the show. So straight away, Mr. PRO, you na politician. You na strong and very vibrant, eloquent, and then fine, articulate young man where you did na politics. You they speak the truth. And you they always bring truth in politics. You know, sincere politician, and that are the spirit way they inject in politics, and which some of we don't learn a lot from you. Now, you don't see what's happen now the SLPP throughout this week, especially so when they don't build the women's wing when at the very first time. And that we can discuss on today largely. But just like how Posse can say, you want to know how issues they go and waiting good and waiting bad. But before we go forward, I just want let family listen to this small country music where they sing for Kailulu, so that will soften as all man they brace himself for let you can really and let we begin this show.
Londo kai o no ma kwe kwa jemani o londo kai o no ma kwe kwa kamani o londo kai o no ma kwe kwa jemani o londo kai o no ma kwe kwa jemani o londo kai no ma kwe kwa kamani o to ja kwe jitu wela o no ma kwe kwa kamani o londo kai o
Say family, I don't enjoy that powerful music where they sing about Kailondo. They say no more Kwewan Germany. Then the fet war, you the holla, your mama, me mama there, me mama no there. No, you get for make mind. So Mr. Safilo, you know the PRO for the SLPP, not Nakota chapter, and you know very serious politician. You know, to politician we just they all over the place for talk. Anytime we talk, na seriousness they come out of it. And you think say the issue of the politics where they go on in the party, you think say yourself get for rob more. But now, as we don't see how the elections don't go, how the party they waiting at the strength of the SLPP woman according to what you see, what you observe inside this election, waiting at the strength, waiting at the strength, waiting in your opinion, on where the SLP woman get natural generally.
Well, I'm glad for the question. A very good question. This. First of all, as we know, SLPP na pace setters. Now we dey set the pace na salon how democracy for work. Not only say President Bill and don't give you democracy where we all enjoy the like today. Any picking them born, no matter outside them born you na salon day. As long as na salon day you born. President Bill don't make you dream for let you know say you can be anything you want. If not to be that, if not to be President Bill, we for still under that one party system where APC been put we all under. Where some of we people they not get say nobody need a dream for be anything. Pass waiting they say whether they want 9 for team up, whether they say 9 for better. Now so they be don't put up. But President Bill don't can pull that. So SLPP then are pace setters. So me not surprised in SLPP don't count this new system where women then they get a new election for the women's leader. We know one day in the history of Sierra Leone see election, but women's leader it become national, international issue like how this happened today. And I just so glad President Biona a true leader, able allow this, able facilitate this under in leadership. we see this kind of thing they happen. And no one day happen. First of all, I want people to recognize that. Now, a very big deal. The whole country, the whole world, we watch waiting happy under. Election a messy thing. Not to say go be smooth. Now the first step they do. But the hard safe way it gets for allow the way the SLPP allow they this happen. Now a big now difference. It get for make a difference in the world. Forever now salon politics not will be the same. Every girl pick way grab now salon, we born na salon. Able dream for no say, you know what thing? I can lead the SLPP. I can be chair lady, I can be the national women's leader in SLPP. And they know say they get a chance. Wait till we sit in a democracy at play. Nobody not for take them positions and they for granted. For say, oh, I don't work for the party from 90 Jubilee. No matter. Now, me now the present SLPP cheerleader, I mean national cheerleader, and a very good thing. But for no say, next election, you get forget competition. And the platform where the people then choose, now you go get for win. You see, so I'm really, really glad what SLPP don't do for create this space, for low able to compete for the positions there. No position, not in the SLPP way you just select to appoint somebody. Go ahead, boss.
You talk one word, you say, let nobody not take any position for granted. Now, you think, say, the woman, this kind of opportunity where they get so, their strength, they take their strength for granted, or the woman, they rely on their strength and they accept the opportunity where they give them. Then they make for like other woman, they know, say, nobody, no indispensable.
Well, they can't rightly put up. They don't know. They say, first of all, the strongest woman in the salon, na SLPP then they. You know, say the way the salon set up, where human land book, it really gets sense. And in an independent-minded person, they go SLPP. Now that make first of all, APC no one education day. They want let people that remain stupid. Because when you dumb, you know, you they follow. What you see now the SLPP, now very strong woman there, compete for that position. Any one of them very deserving of that position. Any one of them for the win that position, and the platform, they're very strong. They're very independent-minded. They're not the labeler, they're not the just follow and follow. No. They get for believing you. So now competition, nobody know they take the position for granted. Everybody know we formal national chair lady, national leader, Madam Fatmata Sawane in strength, and always don't do for the SLPP from time immemorial. Now very powerful man, a very strong SLPP person. He don't fit for this party. Everybody knows how team up. But if he lost today, that they make everybody know inside the SLPP, no position not the way they take for granted. No position not the way I inherited the inheritor. For say because I don't know, you get for still compete. And new ideas and they come every day. In a democracy, for tolerate, for create space where competing ideas and they where people then they can compete for the positions there. Everybody entitled will compete for them positions in there. And Fatima Bio get right for support to that want. Everybody get right for support to that they want. Now competing ideas. One no more want support, now you support. Inside the SLPP will not get selection process. For say the president select you, then you become the next leader. No, the next national women's leader. We not get that. For say I don't do 19 Jubilee, I don't go. That no matter. Now you idea where they put today forward, how you they move this party forward. Now it matter. And at that then they vote on you ideas there. So I'm really glad for the SLPP. I'm glad for the space where the president and the party don't create. We now competition there for every position. Every position I say. So I'm glad for it happen. I'm so glad for it happen. You see that mess we see that that is true. You say now powerful force. It's not easy for let you become the national women's leader or any position at the SLPP. You get for fight for her. You get for compete for her. Yes, you get for go all over the country and let people they know say yes, you mean what you say and you go deliver. Then they go vote for you. You see? So I'm glad for waiting the SLPP and President Bill don't do. We then create this particular space for law they get free and fair elections that could see happen today.
All right. Thank you very much, family. And that one we talk to you now, Mr. Safilo. We're the PRO for SLPP North Dakota chapter now the United States now. It don't tell we say this elections will happen. It don't set a pace, and this election will happen. It don't showcase the strength of the SLPP woman name, and this election will happen. It does make for everybody know say not a one person go able for go do something, and that it creates a scene of competition that everybody get right. for democratically go in, for let them give a mandate, for bring an idea where they bring, where the people that they buy. It's not unlike we found with the Yana, na APC, whether they select or then they impose. So now we don't get with new brother around when I'm Mr. Mohammed Sano. Mr. Sano, welcome to the show. Now, right from there, at the make you tell people that I'll do, and then you welcome the party show. But then, as you welcome the party show, we don't hear you waiting Mr. Safilu talk. Now you go straight on the program for tell the people then from you waiting you don't observe, waiting at the strength of the SLPP woman name and why no other political party not for underestimate this kind of strength, energy, and zeal where SLPP woman then get. So Sano, tell me something.
Good evening to listeners. There, Mohammed Sano, the Publicity Secretary for SLPP UK&I. And good evening to the other panelists there, and good evening to me other guy, the PRO for ICD. You say North Dakota? Yeah, this
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, PRO, North Dakota.
Nice to meet you, Sano. Meaning Safilo.
Okay, Safilo. Okay, nice to meet you, brother. Brother Gento, nice to meet you after a long break. Yeah, I think they said to me today, that process where I watched that program, I had goosebumps because throughout my adult lifetime, I know when they see a transparent election like we will see today, in any kind of form of election, everything was structured, everything was transparent. I watched that process from the beginning to the ending. What that says that even in my relationship about politics, there is a possibility that we will always get a misunderstanding and disagreement. Or how we will come back and work as a team, how we will come back and let everybody believe in we. That's what exactly SLPP has done. That's what the leadership of SLPP has done. What we see in Kailan, most of them were not validated. But whatever it is, on face value, it all look good. Every the way and things are over there happen. But thank God we will get a very swift leadership. The way we should get involved and the kind of structure we put together.
Mr. Sano, I want to from Yana. I want to from Yana. I want only from Yana, we come address them serially. But waiting with the try for discourse, the question we don't begin, Mr. Safilo, they say. We want first of all, in your opinion, let you try to tell people that waiting at the strength of the SLPP, how you see the strength of the SLP woman team, and how you think the SLP rely on that kind of woman.
Definitely. SLPP is a disciplined and structured political party, basically. So the woman, they are very strong. They're not the fabric of the party. Everything that happened, it happened because of the woman name. We see how disciplined they all was. Although even after the election, we see where our name grab. We can't congratulate her for it. So the woman they show courage and discipline, and for tell we say they will hold on the SLPP, and for tell we say they will move the SLPP forward. So I really admire the courage of the woman there, and I admire the power of the woman there, because now they make we come to this point. They're able to raise up their voice, make we come to this point. So personally, from me, on side, I know say the woman name, the women's wing of the SLPP is a very powerful and formidable force, and we all give respect them for the kind of courage and strength who they display throughout this process down to the finishing line.
All right, that's very good. So you see, we talk about the courage. Mr. Sanot bring about the courage. Mr. Safilo, you think the woman is courageous? From what you think from Kailan, say what happened today, who say you think say because you talk about who say it substantiate the courage your SLP woman they get for stand up and move ahead. Now the side way Sano say, Fatimata Yansane it calm. Fatimata Sawane, sorry. Why did put that Babalawo man in India? Fatimata Sawane and Fatimata Bokari, then with Hawafore, they all come. It's go to the work them, they all get that courage. So how that they what's the impression? Whether they give you and what's the picture, whether they send to people like Mr. Safilo?
Well, they can't be say no more. For join any party, every party in ideology. For let you join now, you get for watch how your personality they match with that party. Day. You understand? The characteristics of SLPP people them are very independent-minded people them. SLPP women then are very independent, strong-minded women. First of all, now the backbone of the party. And wait till you see under the different women the way you see contest for that position, they don't show you how strong the SLPP be. And all the different women the way you see be the dance for the candidates there. They're independent-minded people there. We party very, very strong and in very good shape. Yes. We people them very independent-minded. We not force nobody for join or go belong to any camp. Each person will be see contestant that then get a platform, then get their ideology, how they see for move the women swing forward. And so then present her based on that, they will get their support. And then you see them support her and then clash under for say, no, my own candidate will be a better leader than the other person. But all this now, it just speaks to the strength of the SLPP. Waiting we stand for now democracy. We create a space where everybody get right to compete. I will repeat that again. Anybody we want be somebody in a salon. Any woman we want get independent voice in a salon. We know to mandate dictate to you, waiting you for think, how you for think, waiting you for say. Now the SLPP party belong to. Now they for now they join. You see, unlike we family and we cousin then at the other side, we women then they're very independent minded. They know they get in line. Now the APC, if you get one or two posts, they stand out because not a place where they expect woman for stand out for talk, for being independent like that. From when the first lady take handle, you see, we all able to talk and we all get with your mind and we say what you want to say unscripted. We don't need somebody for can't tell you waiting for go talk. So SLPP, the women's swing, man, like how my brothers are not just talk. I just feel so overwhelmed today. I was too excited. I'm very, very happy for what I see happen. I see democracy at play. I see competition. You see, any side where competition, the people they grow. Any side where they suppress people their voice, they need allow now for allow now compete. And I not get competing ideas. Now the president they determine who that for building. You they kill very talented people there. But SLPP no. And what you see, Fatima, I mean, Madam Sawane, a grab congratulate the other person because the person beat fair and square. You see, I mean, it don't make her any less. It just means now competing ideas, then one person will get for win. But each and every one of them candidates that we run, a very strong, independent woman there, we can be, we able to lead this party. And a bravo to we party, the strength, it speaks to the strength of we as SLPP. So I really tell God thank you for the which I see today. And one the way out there, where they vex, where they vex, the party, I mean, the own person lost. Just watch her. If you win, somebody lost. Now that they call democracy. Somebody get for lost. But just because the person lost, no mean say a less. No. SLPP will not impact this better pass this. No. We create a space, una present some ideas, and the people then vote say, okay, from this time to this time, this person for lead we. Sawane don't lead we. It did, I mean, it do a very good job. It did a great job. It really did a great job as a women's national leader. But now we don't get a new forward, I mean, a path forward, a new idea. We will see and we'll give all we support to Madam Fore for let lead we. You see? Now this is not the SLPP. So now that made immediately. I know they know this that way you suppress people, you know?
Yes. That's very good presentation there. One thing we have pick up from you, we see SLPP now a political platform, not a political party. Now a platform where they give people for let them grow.
Yes.
SLP is a structural platform where they allow any kind of person. It does not matter which class you are. It does not matter which level you are in society.
It no matter which tribe, which side you come out. You know, I mean, we don't meet tribalism, sectionalism, and regionalism. Any matter which side you come out.
Because you still say, yeah, from the discussion you talk about, no matter which region you try. You talk say now let's see the large amount of support will come from Madam Yansane. It come out from the Kailan. It come out from Moyama. It come out from Pujel. It come out from Bo. It come out from the South China. They stand all the support and with all the flesh, with all the mindset to a point that they really tell the leadership, say, no, we want this one. Yes. But again, you find out that Madam our foreign EU support back come out from the north.
Yes.
And so you don't see how the balance today. For them, you don't see SLP then they create cohesion. For Madam Yansane, when I'm not now, EU support largely come from the south and the east.
Sawane, it is Eastern.
Sorry, why did you name the band? We don't just become Eastern, but we see and see EU support it come mainly from the north and the western area. So you don't see how SLP they create the quick supply.
And gentle, I not cut you off. One of the things that we notice this one whole election, you know, one day people they talk about tribe or section or region. We focus on the ideas. Throughout this whole thing, nobody be the talk about, oh, now which tribe be? No. You know what I mean? We just focus on ideas. Now the SLPP ideas then they drive we. What you stand for? When you see SLPP will not support you, like you know one of we will not would they let you, even if now go vote for the opposition, because we know ideas they will go with. Now independent minded people then at the SLPP. You see, we collision include everybody, and we want to let everybody voice mean something. We need to suppress you, we need to force you, we need to buy you. No, we tell you now this I stand for. You do with me or not? You see? Now that make I say God thank you for the leadership of the SLPP waiting and do today. Imagine waiting happen so gentle. This election will be happening at Kalam. Then after tension day, you know what I mean? Because people then be too emotional, everybody very tense, emotional, let their own party win.
And if not be another party,
yes, but see where that happen, what the leadership do? Immediately they reschedule. They're not postpone a long, very short window. They reschedule and give a neutral location, the thing go through. We see the one the way supposed for votes, now then go, then vote. If not be another party, the leader is stepping, it's okay, you know what we don't need this. Let this person lead. Now selection them for don't do so.
They select.
But we know they for that, and we know the delay. We make sure that we reschedule this thing right away, and it go through. We don't get with leader. We move forward. We all can rally. But I mean, people there. We all can rally behind this. We new leader for it. We move on. We are the same people. One people, one country. Except
so yes, yes, I know. I feel for one. It's not the past election. So how you think say democracy take a role inside this game? How democracy and transparency play at the highest peak inside this rules? I know. I think that's the importance I am Monday.
Like I believe, like I start me discussion is that the first thing where I talk about is that SLPP is a democratic party. We from the onset we not a party we believe in who don't ever select anything. There's no position apart from certain community positions there. Okay, a point. But apart from that, with those national positions, we are a party we believe in democracy. There is no way, for example, I know say all of what happened, people they go to personal reservation, but we all saw democracy, accountability, and transparency at play today. Just like waiting, maybe they talk about every time it happened, the woman they still show respect for each other, because when after the post Kailan, something they ring that in mind say if this was we cousin them by now we not they see ambulance, we see you understand?
No, really.
People cannot say in any election people have their own source, everything not done now. I know say people have their own grievances, but the woman they still respect each other. Not hear anybody they don't see the cause, we not hear anybody they do this. We came back to the drawing board for to get the outcome where we don't get today. That tells you that SLPP, the principle of oneness and one of the core values. We'll go with this agreement, we'll go with this, but it doesn't last long. It doesn't drag on months and weeks and years. We know this will happen now. The only thing with me I try to tell everybody is that they will all rally around her foray. And not say there's a level of I can put and say healing, because it's an election, there's a level of bad blood. Even the person of voice and person not talking. But all rally around this with new women's leader. This is our party. No one is leaving because Madam Halfway don't win. We are all going to rally around her and support her and support HE the president for make sure say we win the 2023 elections. We are all going to come together. Everybody forget about personal issues. Go ahead.
That is a sensitive side. But now, of course, we don't say SLPP in a party. We know the confusion of the candidate. This particular SLPP is a well-organized and respectable party. Everybody, the leadership, they respect everybody. Now they make it seem like person feel talk in the shortest possible time after the friction we call Nakailan because of small misunderstanding, because the woman they be so excited,
emotions will be high.
Where we come there for woman, that is therefore eminent, is therefore happy. But then now, waiting that one they show we know say, Madam Yobi don't talk about gender equality, gender parity. And we don't talk about giving women voice, giving them opportunity, giving them chances. for let them able to stand on their own, giving them independence, giving them that platform where they will able to take their own decision for themselves. Now we don't see the president not exhibit that one day by approving the gender bill in a cabinet, he don't send in a parliament. Now for let it show the world, for say in ready and in mean what he talk, it started, they say charity begins at home. It started from a political party, for let them create first time in history, a women's conference, where a woman and they go there, then bring their own idea on the table, they manage their own situation for themselves, they try to know how they handle themselves and take care and take control over their own activities. And that is what we have seen clearly. So how you see, Safilo, how you see that one they be exhibited thoroughly in this particular elections here, that issue of gender freedom, how things happen, and how that they will help the SLPP and the country itself and all the women.
Most of what we learn at Dunia and what we see. All the small picking in other countries today, they like today, then see them come to women and they vouch for the highest offices there in the land. Now this election have been about women there. The delegates them, everybody, most of the people that we see and now be women there. You see what I mean? Where they present their own idea as to who that for lead the SLPP. SLPP now the biggest party in Salon. All man know that one. So where small girl picking, me own small girl picking today, they see woman there. They vouch for become leader in the SLPP. They don't know say the SLPP do that. The SLPP no more can do that. President Bio, now the history of Salon, they don't hire more women than any other president. SLPP platform, now no more can create that. Then soldier woman they will hire, not how many, 800 or so new soldier woman they will hire also. Now President Bio did what? We get more female nurses there now, more teachers there. In fact, in terms of employment, but for even beside women self, just employment in general. Now the history of Sierra Leone today, we get more people that will work for government under this administration than ever in the history of Sierra Leone. More teachers, more nurses, more military women, all of that. Now President Bill.
With a woman.
Yes, we they see this thing there. And so what you see today now, you know, surprise some of we. Now that make we at the SLPP. We know see at the SLPP, we know they watch we then say, then for the bien, oh they pray. Then for the under who they talk. No, we all equal. Equality. Yes. And the platform there when a woman there for lead, would they make sure say na then the leader? We not get saying that, would they make sure say na the leader? You know, see President Bio imposing weight by this election. You know, decide for select nobody. No man, no day. You know, even the with chairman, you know, see, go say, now this, no. They allow, let the team play out. Let the woman then sort themselves out and then do them with respect for one another. And when this election done, you go be surprised. It's not so that Sokobana party when our blood for don't come off it. No, it's not SLPP. We all don't know. Yeah, this not SLPP. We all don't know. You see the yes, if you don't hear Mami cause, if you hear na all over social media, if you don't see blood, if you don't see beaucoup things will happen. This not true. That not we not get red now with blood. This not SLPP. We call on a green. Yes, we they talk civilizedly to each other. I tell you me own, you tell me you own, we find common ground. When you want to country better, they are now woman they hand. Now that the SLPP they produce so. So me, I'm really, really glad. I tell God, thank you for what happened today. I want to congratulate them all. We contest. Yes, they don't motivate thousands of women around that country. They will lead the SLPP. Go ahead, Mr.
So yeah. Freedom where SLPP don't manifest today. When all the whole world don't see how it they and how we think say President Bill, which kind of example this way you don't say and how you appreciate them.
Yeah, just like how Safili they say, President Bill now current SLPP government now one of the administration we don't show the whole world. You know, we don't demonstrate not only show you demonstrate the concept of gender empowerment. For example, just the council of they talk. This government, not the government, would not really give position to women in high places there, in politics, in administration, in the judiciary. Would they say every day? So, and also with this, where women see that election, a really come a women's affair with ASEAN. When you watch our election today, it was just 100% women. Plus, you get one few apart from the election monitoring committee. You know, even there, a woman be there, the woman from PPRC, you know, we see some few male security and female security then, and some few camera guys that will be male guy. But everybody will be inside the hall. Majority, 99%, na be woman. So it make them because some of the things that way they create conflicts. But then women's election, yeah. Now where man they can come and most of them way. So we left everything to them. The decision making was theirs. The nominations were not in one. Everything that they do, it was totally a woman's affair. So what will be just therefore that will make sure say there's no fighting, there was transparency and accountability. That is how it's done. John Cassavini say if this was we was in there, it could be woman party. But for only see the man will go on the past day with Mamikos. So SMP is not like that. It make sure say campaigns were over. Everybody did what we believe in, it was over. We give the ball to the woman then, that the woman they go demonstrate, the power. If you have been some other party there, you're the kind of person say, come on. The chairman leader for the day. So now for them on a high table. So where you go vote, you see chairman leader AI, you go know that for Ibam. You understand it? So HE not be there, nobody not be there. The only people who will be on the high table that were people who was charged in ensuring the election is fair and transparent. Those are the only people. And I once again thank Dr. David Senge. He do a very, 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 very good job. Most of it, for me, I've been saying it was painstaking. For 400 ballot paper, easy. I've been saying hand don't tire. But all of that was done to make sure there was transparency. We get accountability. Everything was done to the letter. For everybody come around with a clear conscience. That's how it was done. So we tell President Bio Tenki, for let the woman they believe say they have a voice, for give them enroll in this government, for empower them, and for give them that platform so that they can meet and choose their own leader then, where without the influence of any outside or external force.
All right, family, you and the watch. This is the SLPP hour. Today we discuss the elections when at the female conference. We don't ever happen in the history of SLPP, and I think now the first and this where we as a party we don't really try for showcase live democracy, for showcase live transparency, for showcase respect for women, for sure say the SLPP rely on the woman and we believe in woman. And you and they are now in APC where you think say where election don't card and scatter SLP not scatter because this was the clear as court democracy, very big transparent elections. And for that, say it will not scatter. The woman they will always get together. Yes, we can get misunderstanding. That is part of politics. When they grease, that friction will occur because of different ideas. But when I watch, normally when I see how the SLP they can, and so when I see the energy where the SLP they take, we will now APC. So that kind of energy where SLP woman they take so not just and what they call a prologue in literature. But by the time, not just the genesis, by the time they reach Malachi, that energy it will don't increase, where we would apply double that energy for first APC. So when I don't see the strength of a woman. So now we want to give body water, now get more music, we come up from evangelists. Koba and evangelists, Koba get for launch this campaign music tomorrow. Tomorrow in the launch time. Now the campaign music this we get for launch tomorrow for the SLPP 2024 elections. So for Leona watch them and let give body water before we come back for the program.
Oh, who get this game here? So Sam now who this game here? They for oh, who cook and shape the game? President we dey vote tobacco for development na salon. You don't hear it. We dey vote tobacco. We dey vote tobacco. We dey vote tobacco for development na salon. Sholele, 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 sholele. Oh, after you, na you. Sholele, sholele. Sholele, oh, 2023 now you. Show them say you do am, 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 oh, after you now you. Salomon, wait till we say, yo, we dey vote for you, yo, we dey vote for you, yo, we dey vote for you, oh, Obu Salon go before. Victor, wait till we say, yo, we dey vote for you, yo, we dey vote for you, yo, we dey vote for you, oh, Osaloni Metewa. Ulanje pele o, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva. Dongorango ulanje pele o, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva. Wanja makwa ulanje pele, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva. Kailango ulanje pele o, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva o. Buntigo ulanje pele o, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva o. Kayamba bo ulanje pele o, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva, weji makwa longiva o. Amweno kono mwa fefo, bepo abe yawaye, bepo abe yawaye, bepo abe yawaye. Madami o. Anko loko tenepa, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu. Madami o. Ankambia tenepa, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu. Madami o. Anfalapa tenepa, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu. Madami o. Anmakeni tenepa, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu. Madami o. Anmakroka tenepa, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu, yo sete votamu. Madami o. Madami o. Sam na who that this game ya dey for? Madami o. Oh, who that cook and shape the game? President bi o. Sam asimane dey jump o. They say back to power, back to power.
Papaya, Naya, on the other side. They don't rule this country. They don't take the country from the frying pan to the fireside. We tell God thank you for President View. You only get at this country. Let me get a chance for. Woman, they want to take this country back to austerity. Ce n'est pas possible. That's what Frenchman say. We are making President View chance here. Make it develop this country for we. And like I say, make we judge them in the end. Because the end justify the means.
We are with the voter man. We are with the voter man. We are with the voter man. For development as alone. Amu you don't hear me. We are with the voter man. We are with the voter man. We are with the voter man. For development as alone. Sholele, 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 sholele. After you, now you. Sholele, 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 2020.
This is an SLPP hour, the hour where they bring to now the authentic information about the job, the good work we present talk and they do. You when they watch now for subscribe and also follow the page and like the video and also drop your comment and so that we all will share the very important comment there. So now inside the studio we get Stafilo, we are the PRO for the SLP North America, North Dakota chapter. And then also we get Mr. Mohammed Sano. We're also the PRO for the SLPP UK and I. And then Mr. Sewedina, Mina Gentle, the political hot goose. Mina the PRO for the SLP North America region. So we can discuss on the issue them around the just concluded women's conference, how interesting it is, how respectful it is, how democracy don't fail in way inside Salon through SLPP, and why we have to rely on the SLPP woman then for make sure say President Bill continue for make Salon remain sexy and attractive. So now back to the panelism, Mr. This at the beginning with Mr. Sano. Sano, what's at the level of leadership, responsibility, and respect when the leadership of the SLPP give the woman there, according to which you will see. Discuss and tell people the level of leadership where you see, how leadership play, responsible leadership, how it play inside this election, and how respect play inside this one, and how we think responsible leadership play and respect play inside this women conference. Mr. Sano, then because that then Safilo will come in.
In the first place, we all passports will hate President Bill, but everybody go able acknowledge say President Bill a very responsible leader. We get respect for people that we are runner. Because in the first place, post Kailan, we see what happened, the next conference, the next meeting where SLPP who na Poloko. You know, go there and begin cast any blame and hold anybody responsible. He was so relaxed. President Bill was so relaxed. At some point, said, "Grab a crack joke with people there and say, you see brown bed, you see white bed, and all of that." So, go begin to go attack people there, make people then feel any less of themselves. Yeah. So which that shows say this: we have a president who respects people that they are now, and we also respect them. Secondly, it take the responsibility say this now we party we know they deny say misunderstanding no can they we not go push 1-2 chair or 1-2 table, but in your responsibility as a leader is to bring everybody else to the drawing board for let we get a way forward, and which he did very, very, very well on that day. Before they go for the meeting, there was a very structured agenda that shows say this president is a responsible president. There was a clear pathway. There was a clear agenda. Both of them pull we out of the mess we happen in Akailan. So when to that next meeting in Apoloko, there was a clear pathway where it shows his president, and everything we come up with now make we realize the success we realize today. And like when they talk say the respect and responsibility, it show them so much respect. And the woman, them out of the respect what the president showed them, it also give them additional responsibility. But say, this is your election. For let it be successful, we not self can take the honors. We not self as a woman, they will not take a responsibility for make sure say this election is peaceful. This election going well. The president already take a leadership in making sure that we get the structures in place for this election today. We for sure say, we for make sure say the elections were transparent and fair. We will all see. Nobody no go crash it say I see this happen or these people don't lost or that now 10 for the day we want to fight. We say no. Everything was counted in plain sight. So again, the woman the responsibility for make sure say, as a leader, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure that I put this and this in place. But when the woman herself gets responsibility for show a level of leadership, when I get responsibility for show a level of discipline, when I get responsibility for make sure say for all this convention, for all this election, for make sure say no party no commodity, no cost no commodity, no ease no commodity, for all make sure say when me as a president take leadership and responsibility for putting in place for all make sure say we get a free, fair, and transparent election, basically. So that's why exactly happened.
So in all this, Safilo, you are a very good political analyst. Now let's try for say somebody go there and say let's do comparative political analysis now. Why it always good for let's do comparative political analysis? When they compare from the previous government, how they done display their politics in terms of women empowerment or in terms of politics generally. So how you don't see this kind of display where SNP don't display democracy, it don't display responsibility, respect for women, respect for individual. It doesn't matter you level, your class, your stage, you know, it don't show this fairness. So what's in that the difference between the SNPP party comparatively to that of the APC party?
A very good question. You see, everything at this world, leadership now from the top. Now, I mean, leadership now from the top it starts. Candle. If you get a leader, we get a vision. You see him, it become apparent to everybody. When you watch this SLPP leadership from the presidency Candle, here we have now in our salon, we get what they call Fatima Biodicin program we carry it for protect girl picking them throughout the country. You know what I mean?
Hands off our girls.
Hands off our girls. You get a president. Remember, in America, you will get President Obama. I mean, President Obama be in a party. Come on, one day, need about you woman businesses and that. Not so like that. Force we causing the way pass the president sleep with you for like get position. No, or keeping in minister and picking them. You know they get that. Yeah, we respect woman then. You they get position based on what you learn and your ideas the way they put forward. You know what I mean? Eh? So always with the scenario, they woman the way they see. Now the ideas then they carry them under. You get for land book. Now me could emphasize on book. Would they make sure say every girl picking us alone, you get opportunity for land. Would they make sure say back now compulsory all picking them for good school. We not just the left hand to the mommy and the daddy, let decide if he wants, if he no wants. No, them picking there would they get a future. As then the better salon, the better. Wait till they see this election the way they see, way they play out, the whole country they watch, we got picking and they watch. They don't know now say I can be Fatma Sawane, I can be Fatima Bio, I can be Hawafuri, I can be anything. Woman, then they see that now. You no need for go foolish yourself, you don't allow nobody for foolish you. Now make President Bio don't even establish courts. Anybody you go tamper people picky, they go jail. Would they lock you up? Yes. Girl picking no less than you boy picking them. We girl picking them forget the same opportunity like we girl picking them. President Bio they make sure say that they happen. Let me then create that gender court. Everything where the SLPP they do, they see and say they do and for the welfare of we picking them for we future as Sierra Leoneans. Everybody now playing field, a level ground. You boy picking me girl picking, you born girl picking, me born boy picking. It not me say because a boy picking, it better pass me girl picking. Hell no. Or woman then just for day for cook. No. Woman can be anything now in a salon under the SLPP. And the way they do that, would they begin to give their education? Would they begin to make them know their value? As you see President Bio and IWF don't they promote that gender equality throughout everything they do. Hands off our girls, then send they all nothing they you say. Now picking the way they come and don't kono. No teacher no go tamper with you. Nobody no need for foolish you. Anybody couch you to you, they lock them up. The APC parts I don't know. Under the SLPP, then talk the whatever they call girl picking the pekito. Is they here again? Then they all on that. This now we the kind of platform where SLPP they work on. We they make sure say under we own system, salon level ground. We got picking there, we got picking there, then get a fair shot at any position they want. Yes, this is not the SLPP for you. Wait till you see that election, a demonstration of that. It tell you how they think. Not to give them the human position. No, no remember that. Oh, me now man, I'll go Somaliland and then give me no. This is to APC system. Land book. I make us free for go school. Land book. Una already listen to we. SLPP na you party. Land book. It can be anything at the world. We encourage you now for and make sure you're picking and go school. You will be the same. Boy pick one. No. You bongal picking. It can be anything as salon. It can do everything what boy picking and they do and more. And SLPP go ensure say una picking and go school for free. Then go university. Now me could try for build university and colleges all over the country. Not to the corner than this. For more the world don't begin. They know how they get university. During this pandemic, things can go all over the world. President Bill don't go broke ground for the corner people there. Then say they can get university. Then girl picking the money for the Komokono, for go Bo, or for go any other side for go fame book. And some of them want go land, but the parents are not getting money. So beaucoup dreams they don't die in a corner. We picking them, daddy they not get money for go rent place for the na Makeni, for go rent place for the na Freetown, for go rent place for the na Bo for let them go school. But this government they ensure the all I need they can stop. Gender equality they can they. Girl picking only for foolishness no more. Education they can meet you say you day. You go be somebody. And SLPP go ensure that. Then Fatima be the way they see. Then Sawane they already see. You can be any of that. You can vote for any position as alone, including the presidency. I want to let all the girl picking they know. Una party na SLPP. SLPP they protect una. They protect una womanhood. They respect una. Una not a pekito. Una na woman there. Would the men una for be responsible woman there? We can be anything in society. So now the SLPP platform that, and we welcome una all. Then we never the within at the APC. Walo na no, una welcome. SLPP na Sierra Leone People's Party. As long as you them born in a salon, in a SLPP person. It can left to you now if you want to go join the half party there like APC, this and that. But as long as you're in a Sierra Leone, in a SLPP, and you welcome at this party. And at this party, you can be any way you want. We go ensure say you go land book. If people do not get money, no worry about that. Now free, you go school for free. The place far, you village the Naya school they far, boss the way they can go. Would they do all that under this government this year? You see, change not where they take time. Not to one say all things will be okay. You understand? Even this election, some of the things the way they see, now because now learning process with people that need to learn about democracy. As we learn, we grow. And as we grow, we get better. The next election will be better coordinated, better organized than this. And you go see more women and go vouch. You go see more vibrant SLPP women in the vouch. So young picking the na Jala University or FBC or any of their universities there. About 3-4 years from now, it will begin to remember say I want one for any position. And you welcome. We open doors for people now the SLPP. We know they close door, we know they take advantage of you. No way. We president know they so. You know, and they nonsense, but we know this. The idea is that we support and we support the growth of every Sierra Leonean. Every girl picking, you equal to any bobo. No bobo no better pass you. You not be any less because you're a woman. No, SLPP know the for that. I want to let everybody know that. So now make us so glad for what you we grow every day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Safilo. That's a very touching statement, that one, because the SLPP. You don't make it clear for let everybody know why they for rely on SLPP. For let everybody know why they for depend on SLPP. For let everybody know why they for follow the ideologies of SLPP. Because not only the ideology of SLPP they make you grow in your own idea. Not only SLPP will add value to you as a woman. Not only SLPP will improve your womanhood. Not only SLPP will give you strength. Not only SLPP will give you support for let you become and reach and attain the position where you want in life. Now that we don't see, they don't display inside this conference clearly for let everybody see. Because we don't say if the APC, like now either they call them Munku politician them, and the Skruma they describe them anyhow, or it tell them let them go make their own party, it cost them, because this is how then they grow. Like now Mami Koso for the area now, like now cost music for the area, like then Sokoba na blood all over down this year all over the place. But then, Sano, you don't hear what Safilo don't talk clearly. So now, what do you think say in your account, based on what you don't see, they don't display? What is the distinction, the clear difference between the APC and the SLPP, and how you think say the girl picking them, they for tie their oja for make sure say they are welcome into the SLPP ever before?
Thank you very much, Safilo. That was a very brilliant analysis.
So, no, you did it.
Just like how Safilo say, just when I start, I begin for say APC is SLPP is a structured and disciplined party. There is no way I will even struggle for draw up a comparison because not so they always compare things that were binary and SLPP and APC are not. We cannot compare light and darkness, basically. So SLPP, the way we behave, for example, even when we are in opposition, most of the things the way we are quiet, we just focus on we campaign, we don't share propaganda, we don't cause trouble, we don't cause instability, we don't do anything when they make the country become unstable. That's what we do when we are in opposition. But let us see how APC they behave when they're in opposition. They create fake stories, they collage people with them, they carry around cheap propaganda, they create unrest. They want in front of self because we get a disciplined administration. Every week they go on for the demonstration at Freetown and cause problem. We don't say most of the things that would happen at Freetown currently, APC they handed it. People even believe say there's even an allegation. So most of the small fire they would happen at Salon. I cannot validate that. I cannot say that, but people are even beginning to believe that there's a level of the opposition that they behind that. So SLPP is a disciplined party. We believe in you have to be well behaved for get a place inside SLPP. People are welcome to join the SLPP party from any side we come out. But your way they just make sure say if you get any bad behavior where you don't get, as you step inside SLPP, you go for level bad behavior. We don't see everything happen these last few days.
No, we don't say SLPP with a cleanse you. We get a cleansing period.
We don't see everything that happen these last few days. You don't see anybody ask for license, may God forbid the cause because. You don't see anybody they trace stone. No. You don't see anybody they set clothes on fire. You don't see any motor carbon. You don't see nobody a boss. You don't see nobody there in the hospital. We don't know go Kailan. No back downstairs, we come on Kenya Kailan, we come on east, we come on outside, we come back to Freetown. Intact, everybody with the intact, with the same joy. That is the beauty of the SLP of the Student People's Party. We'll go with more argument.
I'm not cut you out. How would they demonstrate? Not to school body see them the knack. They bring the council. That's what they demonstrate. That's what you see any candidates attacking company?
No.
None of them. You see any of them cost themselves, mama?
Yes.
You see any support that they attack candidates, mama? No. Then at the SLPP mentality, bro.
Yes. The one that work on Northeast, the entire Freetown with Bubu dance. Now Bubu dance.
Yes. You see any SLPP person afraid for go Freetown for go vote? No.
I know.
You see that anybody that delegates, if you get channel, they kill you. No threats, nothing. In fact, I ban them with the dance when they sing.
Yes.
That's not with the protest.
With the protest.
Everybody welcome, bro. Now that make APC know all the people the land book. Because they land the lies.
Yes.
The mindset
and that's the beauty.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of SLPP. Even where the election will go on, the chairman of this monitoring committee, Dr. Senge, made sure that they give a brief electoral education to the people who will vote. It wasn't long, but it was sufficient enough for everybody to know what they do in a very shortest possible time.
Yes.
So we say we practice value education, we value information, we value information sharing, we respect education, and we believe that anybody must if one join SLPP, government should say come on a good home. Because that rikishi business.
That's correct. No, of course. Everybody,
you want to a good home. Everybody in background with SLPP. We are all from very good homes. We have very good education. Even if not to that, and most of we get very good exposure. So they come, and we get most people that inside SLPP, if I not say they are professionals. They work in an organization there where there are code of conduct. They get ethics in order to follow. So we get them transferable knowledge and skills that they take into with politics and all the practice. So basically, what I try to tell anybody is that SLPP and APC, now they can say we are far away from them. Now, like when they say this person na host event, this one on a treat event.
Yes.
So APC na treat event. So you cannot compare us. It's a disciplinary party. No, they believe, like how they try to tell you, after the election, if this what will happen at Kailan, if
all right, so Safilo, we don't get Sano get some technical hitches there. So now as we go ahead, we don't really let's shift a bit to national issue right now. We don't really then they talk about census, midterm census, for two reasons. One, the president say the past census when I be 2015, when me say we didn't have, they not count me, and then it be flawed with a lot of anomalies. And then inside that census day, we see an escroma conduct them, you know, popularize them by law, you know, tell nobody in the country say they do them with all a own self because everyone creates what they call gerrymandering. And from a granny where they balamuya, where they watch, we don't know what's in a gerrymandering, wherein you they create advantage for yourself now your stronghold, your political stronghold, by creating more districts, more chiefdoms, and more constituencies and ward them, so that you get more parliamentarian them, you get more council of them, you get more population to yourself, for let you able win elections, or let you able get advantage over the other political party. And then exactly what and Skuruma been do, for that census the way they've been do 2015. And during that time, and they will be not saying at the north, generally in the salon, we not saying at the north, we brothers and sisters, and then are business people. They always then at the southeast for do business, or they then have free time for do business. And then the small mining company we been did at that time before that census, where you go even talk say maybe not a reason where make people they go migrate they be don't close them. Africa Minerals be don't close, London Mining be don't close, ADAX be don't close. So not be get any activity where they attract anybody for going at the north at that point in time. So 1 year before that census day, all the activities they be done. And then most importantly, during that census day, people then just been come out by Ebola, where Ebola killed plenty people in the north. Population reduced considerably. But then we found what they go do census now. When me we sit down here, they not count me. Can the Yunkela say they not count her? David Sambayo when the young journalists say they not count her. So we don't know how they been doing because census if you go count person, they don't count them compare. Every day when I come over, I can say they kaya, they say they not kaya. Oh, you all be neighbor, they don't go there where they na Brookfield. So I do not know, and you don't go talk say Motokano they go there. Now Brookfield, Motokano can they? Now Central, I mean they Central Brookfield. If Motokano go, they say Okada they, but me don't know, nobody not go there. But then that census, then they be cow it. Then they say inside the north, they plenty pass all man at the wall. Na salo. That's what they be do. They say inside the north, they even plenty pass. Inside Bombali, they say population in a Bombali pass Freetown in a western area. Where it's impossible. We see the family and they can't for do business. So now, by that day, an Escroma sit down inside a small corner. It go begin shape, it go do boundary delimitation. How it do? Now only the north. Now they go create two districts. When a Falaba district and Karina district. It creates a day. Why it creates a day? Because it want to get more district chairman there for support them in a political game where you go can play. Then number two, it creates more chiefdom them only inside the north. Then number three, now it creates over 30 constituencies there. Imagine, constituency forget at least 40,000 people. But constituency anyway, and Eskroma they create, when are 3,000 people and did it. When it bias against the development of the country. Now, other places they're not going to survive. So it creates more constituencies, then we get more parliamentarian, and now we come up from the north, another one at the south, another one at the east, another one at Freetown. So that one they call gerrymandering. That one they be so bad, and that one they be wrong. But how people they can't notice are more. Now when they give polio vaccination, they say Bombali people and then they win so million, 2 million people. Then they give 2 million vaccine for picking them for polio. Now Bombali, for example. Then they say the man say now people they not plenty day. They say now 700,000 people a day. So now they give that amount of vaccine when a small one for both. My brother, guess what? Now they employ more people than a Bombali. They employ small people than a Bo. But when they go, UNICEF send them people in they're supposed to take 1 month for do the vaccination. It's like 2 days. Now they done for vaccinate all man a Bombali. The vaccination done inside 2 days. See, wait for take 1 month. The vaccine done inside 2 days, but then they done for vaccinate all the picking, all na the host that they reach the. But at the end of the day, they reach all na the host them. At the end of the day, what we can see. What we can see at the end of the day, the more vaccine remain, we beaucoup remain the way not done. But yet the people they say we don't know. Inside 2 days, wait for take 1 month. Then they go down at the Bow District. The vaccine original site, you don't know. People then they plenty then they come for vaccination, you know. Then they say, but this census where this man do now they work with them demography, follow produce the vaccine here. But if you don't see more people than and people they all don't get vaccine here, the vaccine don't have plenty. Yeah, you wanna say nobody know they need more vaccine. So now the international community they talk say, oh well, there's a need for now do another census. And according to the 1991 constitution, there's a provision and a clause where they say the president will declare a midterm census from 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2020. So now midterm census is there for one. So that we're able to get the correct number of people in, so that development will be able to spread out accordingly. So now the census this we President Biomi with APC don't talk all kind lie, international community, they go chair the proclamation of parliament, they go fight. When a crime, when they for not even jail the member of parliament, they for not even jail them when do so. But because President Biona a Democrat, he said no land left there. Let them not give me bad name. I know what I focus at because they want distractor. So they go all they agree, all the political party they come together now at the end of the day, international body puts them behind there. They don't sign this thing, it don't go into law. President Biona don't declare say the 10th of December. Then they go back and they go count all man. APC don't vex. APC don't vex, and when a presidential proclamation, anybody do an treasonable offense, APC don't vex say, let the family not go for that census. Let them not go, let them not count. Why they not for count policy? Not so you they pay money. If we don't do his census right, why you afraid for let them count back? Not so you they pay that money, not so you they do the counting, not so your own business. Waiting wrong when you count, they don't want to go, you they say let them go count back. Why you for vex? So now the thing is, so Safilo, what are you take on this census issue? The
you don't analyze them.
Let the family not know goody.
You don't analyze them perfectly. What you say, one of the things that we will get for understand, Salona a law country, we get constitution with the guide, with the lead, with the guide with actions there. Not to say the president they try for do something outside the constitution. Not to say the president they try for make new constitution and create a new what's it called for let able to do this. No, he already did it before it on president. The constitution allow her and give the power and give this administration the power for let them conduct midterm census if they see are necessary. Do you understand? Slpp, we always they do things by the law according to the constitution. Now people they need to understand why make they do census? Would they do census for law? We know all the Pekin and all the Motaman they're within the country. All the one they are citizens and one not to citizens they are foreigner there. APC na corrupt party. All man know say they corrupt. Capital C. Na chief man. Everything what they do now for just their own benefit. You understand? So they get corrupt intent. Them mindset, but everything it for be for benefit just them. Not so for benefits the whole salon. They care less about the whole salon. Everybody knows say we bokuna bo pass Makeni. Far away. Not so small. Most of them people they didn't body, they didn't they do business or they didn't have it. That place na the country. The land vast, but people they know boku. So all man know for let you can't say we say una boku pass. We they go na Makeni, they see the place where you lift it up, you see the beginning, you lift over under the turn down. But una boku pass we. Not possible. Not possible. We all they see. So we know also say the figure dengi is wrong. But why don't they do this? Census we don't do based on how the population spread around the country. If people then they are 30, 50, 100, the government need for no so able send help. Able send allocate the country in wealthly for how many schools then they would need now, how many clinics then they would need now. how many honorables then go need now? APC with an Escomada then plan for let an Escomago Bukantom president Pawi the third term. They begin for create that thing for let them get more honorable than a parliament. For them go vote in agenda, anything it say it go pass na parliament. So then deliberately do that. They also do for let Salomoni just they go one way side towards their own home. Now that make if you go bo, you will see where the road them be poor, then they make day. You will see where the road them poor na McKinney, then they make all the thing away bad now we in places, they not be the torture. Waiting do because the country money they will tell say they need that money at their own home pass we own home there because we people they not boku. But when you go Kono, you see the people then choke them boku. All the tribes then did it. All the tribes then did na Kenima. All the tribes then did na Bo. You know they see the same na Makeni. No, when you reach today, then go ask you when you return back. If you're not Southern. When you reach today, then ask you when you return back. If you're not Eastern. But when then can we home there, they welcome for stay. Now corrupt people there. Everything that they do now for just sideline everybody else, let them benefit. So that census day, you not go just blame them. You go tell the SLPP, we get fault. We need for take them to serious. This then complain not to I tell God thank you for the kind president okay. Where you know they listen to them complain. Then complain, they not complain with the council people there. Not to them they determine if we do census or not. The constitution don't give we mandate say, Lord, we do the census, we then do it. And what do I go no say, who said they be saying 100 people then did it? Now actually 30 people then did it. Them boku honorables out there be go create then chiefdom there. They know they exist. They're all there for drop.
So if you say that they make APC Sano, if you say that they make APC the G3 now, then the torment select people they not register so that they go see and say number one, if they still say they're not able to get number, they say well, we don't tell us let them not register. So now that make for let them justify the life figure where they be pulled. You think so, Sano?
Yes, exactly. I think Safiro don't put up very well. They say which man I know he compete which man. Then people are APC. The reason why they get President Bill get a genuine intention for run this midterm census because Salom with poverty rate too high. You know the government need for come in and do a census for know how many people they in the country, how many school going kids, how many people get need for health, whether with old age, whether the level of people that way they over 60 or 65 and all of that. So government need to get all that information there. We have a responsible government in place. Government need to get all that data there for able to know how government will provide for the citizens of Sierra Leone. Now, on the contrary, APC don't they use this census for their own benefit and disadvantaged sections of the society or country. Basically, that's what they did. They only use the census for their advantage because even all the census what they do, even some place them now they own perceived stronghold, not still get good road, they not be still get electricity, they not be still get pipe-borne water, all of that. So what are the essence of the census what they do? All what we all see as Sierra Leoneans, the only reason why they do the census want to create more constituencies and they want and create Northwest and all of that. So that's the only benefit of the census what they do. Now, where the SLPP government, under the leadership of President, they don't decide for can do this midterm census. They often say, waiting them they do, now this government they can do, which is not it. The government they do this for make sure say able to provide for the people of Sierra Leone. And what they fail to realize is that, just like Safilo say, it is constitutional. This process went through Parliament and it was approved. And we don't get donors, they also can put money into this. This process get the oversight of the international community. So if it was anything illegal, and we're over 10 donors there, where they sponsor this midterm election, with the international donors there. So if this process was get any problem, if this process was not only for the benefit of SLPP, they donors they honor for them compromise their own credibility and can fund this process. The process is legal. It's gone through Parliament. Silver Bloody said don't come out. When I know APC person don't come out tell and say the process is legal. There's nothing illegal about this process when I can't participate. Because if you don't participate in the census, now you self the disadvantage. Tomorrow name not come out when they say no can't do this, but this name will fall out. Then you say me name not did it because you are not part of the process. Be not trying to boycott a national census is like saying I'm not a Sierra Leonean. I don't exist. I don't live here. So any facilities we can in future, any way when that census they use as a criteria. If they not you know go allow because now you be not exclusive. That's all I can say.
And then, gentle, another thing I will add to that. We need for just digitize everything. Now we know that the Sierra Leoneans they would exist, where they alive, where they and when as then they die, we subtract them. Except APC get one habit for go put people in Guinea, they can't count them for that census. Now that they be do the last step. I mean, they salon do that census. Then get patients with them people in the criminal, then they do the work me as criminals. Then they do what it take for let them succeed by their criminality. Then they go count anybody in Guinea and that they count inside salon. They can't count them for let them look like them boku. So people they are aware of that. And therefore make sure say President Bio and the team need for set up this thing where then they make let everybody know. You know to Sierra Leonean, then country and okay, you they go jail, will they lock you up? Anybody who know to Sierra Leonean, let them not count you as a Sierra Leonean. Let them not see that they go pull you Guinea, they can't count you now with country. Okay, you know they send you go back. Will they jail you now? Will they jail you? They broke stone that is no will they make you die. Will they make their number plates there?
Yeah.
We'll get for begin they make like foreigner they know say you know who can deny for can't help for corrupt to country.
Waiting the talk is very sensitive because APC they get pattern. This thing when they talk say let people they not vote, they're not glad in their lie. It will be saying a game that they play for distract people they don't pay attention.
Yes. They will say, hey, we tell people they don't know go safe, but when they can't we still go past them. Now lie. Then they go count people then. They count inside salon. They can't count them. Now that they be do the last
they can't count them, they make the logic. They make because
yes, they make them but they not book. Now make them go build office na Guinea under. That office they go build na Guinea. Now part of the strategy they need for the build people they can inside the country. Any one of them people then they will call President Bio make let them know say, go catch you. We know they deport you. They put you in a they broke stone. We they build you in prison. We call that prison day if I be no. If I be no, enough for the cross border for can't corrupt salary.
No.
How they call the prison?
If I be no.
Mafanta.
Yeah.
Mafanta.
This law and order, any side where justice not the corruption the book. Where justice they ensure the scale for be balanced. Make life foreigner they know. No can I out corruption. No go sit down and go bail inside boss for let them can't count Sierra Leonean, you know to Sierra Leonean. You understand? When we catch you, we know they deport you.
Would they send you
with they jail you now? Hard labor. Now if I be no prisoner, they lock you up. Now they broke stone follow they make kutalo, they make road there. This farm there, now we need food, agriculture, we need but who them body how they go and cause this problem and they go and cause them fetian, then they create problem, go born Pademba Road, Blonsal and all this nonsense. President Bio for lock them if I be no prison, then they lay farm, let them give back to society. We need Boku farmer.
Yes.
Lock them there. Let them they pay. Then they work for salon. What them pull pussy, they don't land straight. Then they go know what time it is. Right. You see? Now the thing is.
All right. So
then corrupt politicians for the lock.
Yes, so now we don't do very well. Farm with them. As we can't let the show. We can't do with last statement them and waiting that we advise and waiting that we suggestions them as it don't be now so. Everybody knows say a very good political party this. So now I just want to let people that listen to this music as we can't do with last statements before the show end. So I want to let people then just listen to this very interesting music we come up from with brother, whether they call Sala Makavole. Now we listen. What are they hearing the sound?
Is the volume small? Increase the volume small.
All right. That's a very good music we'll get from my brother Salia Mabunde. Your brother. I know say we know the come up here with SLPP. You already did this party now with party. So we go on let Mr. Sano. You waiting now you young advice where you forgive as the elections done. Waiting that you advise where they did give the party based on previous experience, and now as we move ahead for get re-elections again for them maintain power, especially with President Bio, they make Salou continue for remain sexy and attractive. What's your advice after this election to all the women then and the SLP people them as you the left with?
Thank you very much, Gentle. Well, my own advice here is that in the first place, I want to thank the leadership of SLPP for make sure they say we get a very successful, in spite of the bad start, for make sure say we get a very successful women's leader election today. I want to thank President Bio. I also want to start the election monitoring committee headed by Dr. Senge for ensure say we get a very, very, very transparent and fair election. The kind I've never seen before. I'm live in a salon. I also want to thank the woman them for take this leadership, for own this election, and for make sure say we get a very peaceful election today. My advice to SLP, I suppose SLPP anyway. And my advice to all members of SLPP is that however things bad inside SLPP, we better pass the other side. The however things bad, you will never be accepted on the other side. Just like how that my brother Baka sing say, bidi mia, and yamube bagoma. Anybody for the one day, for the benefits of the one day who don't understand Mende, What's that this last music, what it means is that you brother and you brother. However, thing bad, you need to stay with them, not come on be now. That in a clear message to we all waiting at SLPP that however things bad, a very bad SLPP government is better than the best APC government. So now we all need to understand that we run up to election, however things bad is at SLPP. Let's stick together. Let us solve with differences, which we don't manifest in all this election. Let us not break the party apart. Let's stay together because where would they empower? We'll be able to sit down and we're not the only party we get very good intention for this government. So we woman them, we just get the election today. We know say anytime election come, and wherever there's an election and there's a massive competition, there's a tendency for bad blood. And they come out to me woman and tell and say, let we all embrace we new women's leader in the person of our foray. Let we get the support we need. Let we put all the bitterness of the election aside and hold on to the principle of one country, one people. And let we support this woman leadership for let we make sure say we win the 2023 election and let we reach out to the woman them we aggrieved. Also to the woman who don't win her foray, reach out to the country woman them. You guys are all winners. Now you just end up for being the leader. But everybody who participate in this election show the good part of SLPP. You guys are all winners. So you self get a responsibility for unify the women's wing of this party, for bring everybody together, for reach out to the one that we not win and tell and say, involve them in decision making, involve them in your leadership, then they also not feel left out, then they be part of SLPP. I also take the responsibility to congratulate you for being the victor of this election today, Madam Hawafore. And once again, SLPP, let's stay together, let's heal the wounds. We get one more massive election we'll get to go through, which is on the 22nd or the 23rd of December. And let's make the best decision for the party. And let us not do anything where it cause further cracks and further division at the party. Let us heal the wounds and let us say something at the man, let us support the woman them. Let us make sure say SLPP become a force for good. Let us move from strength to strength. And let us support the presidency of retired Brigadier Julius Madabio and make sure that we are the only party who go continue for win elections at Salone because we get the best intentions and best dream for the Salone, for the country, and for the people of Salone. Thank you very much to all the audiences then. This is SLPP Hour, and I also want to take the opportunity for thank me other two co-panelists there. That's the General Gento, the Hot Goose, and then me own brother today, Safila. Thank you all. And we always come here. We are here always on Thursday. We're always there for present something. We're good for Salome. Where they present the best part of SL people, show the good work this government they do. And for tell we say, all is not lost in Sierra Leone. Development is gradual. We'll get there. We'll surely get there. We'll all come together and make sure say this country go before. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And Famulem, that one we talk to now. PRO Sano, we are the SLP PRO na UK and I. Sano, I say plenty thank you. Before I can call Safilo for talk for giving advice and talking last word, let me listen to this small commercial. And you will get commercial for do, you will come at the Hot Goose Network Saloon. You will get onto me so that we'll be able to advertise for you. And then, we will discuss. You just call the commercial team of the Hot Goose Network Saloon. We will advertise for you. But I want to watch this paid advert so that we will do yeri, and then we continue with Safilo.
Freetown people, unu don ready? Unu don ready for volume 18 of the biggest entertainment show na Salone? And they talk about all these the goodies. Yes, all these the goodies. We go be December 25 na Family Kingdom Resort Aberdeen. Not forget say all these the goodies. Na Indo sets the record for Christmas Day entertainment. Where Christmas Net the only better side where they forgo. Na all these the goodies na Family Kingdom Resort Aberdeen. So come this Christmas Day na Family Kingdom for quality entertainment. We go get all the best live band in the country for perform together with all the best DJ them inside salon. Yanda, you go see the best home base and diaspora DJ them. We go make you look chair and say chair. You sit there and the first are they enjoy myself. We get prize them for the best guest couple and plenty other prize them as usual. So go bottom box, pick there you bell bottom, Ashoke, Braces, Crippling, Go Show, and plenty other close them. And no say Sisi Ajola, don't begin the practice that in your dance moves. Who say that? Asi Pakol, it they practice the Maringa. But not forget to say prize them day for the best dancer, no matter the style, like funk, gents excuse, Maringa, 3 steps, Jiglo, Rumba, and plenty more. So not forget today, December 25, Christmas Day, na Family Kingdom Resort Aberdeen for just 70,000 leon. As for the patron ticket, na the normal arrangement. Security, not a problem. And not forget say, Saloon Commercial Bank and Saloon Brewery, they understand this business sober one. All these the goodies, volume 18. This Christmas Day, December 25. And I hope say, you not go forget for dim the headlight. Check the back boots, check the white pattern. Make sure see all to the work before you they head out to all these the goodies. See you when we see you.
So family down in all these the goodies, down in a brief commercial for the Hot Boost Network. Where you get your program, you get you any program where you get for advertise, bring them to the Hot Boost Network. You call to the commercial department who advertise for you. Down in all these the goodies. Yes, Safilo, tell people them now what will be your advice in as much as election don't come. We will get friction, people then they're not glad because nobody know one lose elections. It hurts. Although nobody know loss. But what's now your advice to all of women and the party?
Well, I really want to tell the Slpp administration, Prince Harding and everybody else for this election we then conduct. The platform we then create for how we see election like this type will take place in the salon and history. No yuki, free and fair election and take place. And all the contestants that we contest, are really glad for them. We respect una and we respect the way una handle ourselves, una maturity, una professionalism, una na woman them of una own, una can stand any side of the world, and everybody go respect una. Yes, una deserve respect. I want to thank the winner, Madam Fure, as she don't become the new Slpp chair lady, national women's leader. We get for the lead the women's wing for we. I want you do a great job. We wish you all the best. We pray for you. We pray as and day with you. Some of we not support you, some of we support you. But all together, we dey under your leadership. You the lead we. Woman then get this party. How na they go na so we dey go. So I dey pray say una go come together, una get one word. And the Slpp, we go learn from this election and able to conduct better elections. We dey improve. You see, salon and young democracy we get very good ideas. But the country, to say now all Slpp, it divided. Some people then they're sober-minded, then they take them very seriously. Some people they feel now just boost for go fets and cost money because no, we need to do that now with party. But we go try for coordinate ourselves even better and improve. We go learn from what we see and we improve. And we make sure say let everybody know say inside we own party selection process not for any position. The flag bearership position, the women's leader, the national chair, all of them positions and they now competition. You get for can put your ideas then forth, and you get for get debate, and you get for win the people over, and then go vote for you. The Slpp they create that kind of platform for we all. So I really tell God thank you for that. All legal picking in the country in a salon, una we watch this program and una we will get for Ibota or una we see the election. Despite every trigger, I want you know see the Slpp care about you. And they create a platform where you can be anything at the country. They want to make sure say una all go school, una go learn. Nobody no go interrupt una school business. No man no go tamper out una. Nothing no go wrong with una. The president they make sure say una all go learn book. Education go can on a place then on a community then. College go can on a community then. Universities then go can on a communities then. Clinics then they for provide all the healthcare needs they wanna need. And we will continue. The Slpp will continue for the lobby for our welfare. I want to know say una get future now we party. Una na Slpp, then the born una Slpp. Any Sierra Leone them born na Slpp. Left to you if you feel say you want go na then small party then like the APC. But if you decide say you not possibly sober minded, you want development. You they see all around you free education. Yes, beginning the eat in school. Who they try? You see, we just don't kind of power. About 3 years ago. Before this time, the party they don't 11 years, they never do all of them for now. Yes. Bokov na drop out of school. Bokov na get raped. That's not happening, sir. But under the SLPP, anybody tamper out now we don't get special court for that. Then they go jail. Teacher out foolishness to you, just report her, then go arrest her, and then go investigate her. You know, for life purpose, you know. But I want to let you know, say, we try for create that space and that forum where you matter. SLPP, they see you. I like na village day. I like na 15 more than that village day. You important to we. We go all education reach you, and you pikin and your sister, everybody. We go all you be somebody. Tomorrow we go look forward for let you come turn Madam Fore or Madam Sawane or the first lady or anything you want. And no matter what you tribe, no matter what age where you did, you welcome na the SLPP and we embrace una all. As you see the president, they go all over the world for make sure say on our business they put on forefront, get our money counter. Not over saying our money meet Sidom, they do them here for now. No. Them guys they don't sift and clear, all thing go. They not be member on. They eat all. Them picking and gentry, then they all over, then they enjoy. Una they suffer. In fact, where they see them fet out there in Shubuna, say una go cause the president normal, una go cause this person. When they see una they see their own picking and they no, them posh, they're too good for go fet for it. Now then they give red polo, they say una go cause mami cause. Una not do that. The post where they tell una for go cause. Now post where they don't every day they think about una. And they think for make sure say nobody not take advantage of una. And they think for make sure say una go school. And they think say una picking and go school. Una remember that. Una remember Salon People's Party, all Salon people now una party this SLPP. So do ya what you see today na learning curve we pa learn we pa grow. But it make like you know say everybody get chance na the SLPP. Now that make me na the SLPP. I believe in them in the platform of the SLPP. I believe what they stand for, and I see what they do under all the odds. Then they try. When you hear all this nonsense, they say, "Oh, rest down there." Now because we not done the farm for years from when me born. Where APC kind of power, where they kill farming. We used to forget what they call cacao show, where we plant food all over the country. We celebrate. Then the cow and a stadium that we celebrate. All man, the north and the cow they own, the south and the cow they own, the east they do that. APC get rid of that. We used to forget train. Na salon where if you plant you rest na makeni on our own village na makeni. You able put inside train for small money. You can't fit a seller. You buy na fit go back. APC sell at again. Now all this don't make things kanga. Now this make rest there. Now make all thing there. Because now if you don't go plant your cassava for cows and feet or they charge you for cow that small cassava day. And if motorcar can broke down by you, where you they charge for cow you better tell from the village for cancel. Better tell you don't pull or cassava rot in a yarn. But it's expensive for even transport them. You see? Would that create all that? Now these same people they would tell us say, let them pull mother bill. We don't give na picking a free education. We don't make now they like today. Everybody don't begin to go back na farm. They don't spend over $90 million for let people begin the plants. They buy machine, they follow the plants, let begin to feed yourself. It not go up, it not go happen overnight. Then people they try for making a learner very frustrated. They're not like una. Then just while learner pull the people the way they charge, where they put the seed na ground. We go better with tomorrow. Lona get rid of them. Lona call the thief man them back. Yes. Then thief man they wouldn't tell say Lona call it. They be just the day 11 years. Then they talk about bridge. 11 years they be there. Plus 20 something years they be there. For me boy help me and they are seen a power. They not be like. But the one say this guy don't can't here. He cannot meet money. He meet same brother don't thief all thing. Now for can build bridge, do this all inside here just like that. Our Lona get time. Our Lona patient with President Bill. It get una at heart. It care about una. It not mix with mami cause. It not go cause any of una. It value every girl picking, even though them born, we don't get for born tomorrow. As long as na girl picking, it get place in a salon, it go school for free, and you go be somebody in a salon. So I tell una thank you. I'm glad you una dey na the SLPP. Una will be the thing for can join the party. Una welcome. It no matter if you know which tribe or which side them born you, which part of salon them born you. You welcome na the SLPP. We care about you and we welcome you. You know we mama, future mama, you know we sister, you know we picking. You welcome for joining. So do ya. Una allow we just continue for less SLPP stay in power, let development can salon. Let them thief man they no ever come back. Who side them this will let them just today. Let them the cause ness and cause mamicos. And they fed themselves and they kill themselves. Then at the Sokobana party, we know the that. We mean business for less alone go before. So I thank you for this time. I will continue for the talk too now from time to time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Famu, that one we talk to now the PRO for SLPP North Dakota chapter na United States. Now, yeah, when I don't see SLPP, we not get full mandate. Everybody we can talk, he get idea inside in brain. He get thing we get for talk, for add value to in party, for add value to in people them, and for add value to the country. So that one we talk to you now, Mr. Safilo, then at the PRO for the SLPP North Dakota chapter. He don't talk to una fine, he don't advise una, and we get for continue for camp, and we get for see more of Safilo on this program for the talk to una and bring to una the good job that we President Talk and they do. So as far as now concerned, I tell una plenty thank you for una time and patience. My own advice is now one SLPP we get, we don't get two SLPP. One SLPP we all go forward, ever forward, the only way forward. No backward. Now, we don't do the elections. We don't reach this point. Oman don't Greece. Now, na cooling down period. Oman is shock right now. So, because that's what happened after the tension, when the winning come, with the day in the shock period. So now, the shock period is, Oman let just mind what you go talk. I know say people, they don't go happy. But do you allow mind what you go talk? So that we neighbor the Obayana, them Munku politician, them Sokobana politician, them they don't go come for pick word now most because they don't get campaign message. Now, but just the Subhanallah business and any the truth for let they use as campaign message for go talk out there. They don't get waiting a campaign message. They don't sabi that one day. Then I waiting and they take no more for lie. Oh, they don't do this. They don't talk this. If SLPP conduct the election, they go take and make a campaign message. They see first the other waka so in bend so. Oh, then they take and make a campaign message. Not to campaign message down like nothing the way they push the people the interest go before. Neither campaign message. So where would they kaya? All to they talk with evidence. We know the propaganda. We SLPP with PRO they will not know it's not propaganda. We not publicity what they do. Meaning when they tell you what the party they do, what the party get for do they bring evidences then to una. For let una see for una self, and let una know for una self. Then you give una the opportunity, let una self able. Bring on your knowledge and argue out. This is the political platform where SLP they give everybody in the world. So when I stay with SLPP, the only one where they talk to our foreign, you don't win the elections. Not so you one green win. Now we all win. Now Fatmata Sawane win. Now Josephine Jackson win. Now Fatmata Bokari win. Now every other SLPP win. And I tell APC the one thing. SLPP win a family. Tit and tongue they can jam. But when something fast inside that teeth, now that tongue they grab, they go pull that thing way fast inside that teeth. We SLP we all na tongue, we the leaders there. Now so we they operate. So we not think say SLP go scatter like how we not scatter so. We not in disarray. We not really know what we not deeper. We not frustrate. Right now, people now APC they don't hold as contempt of court so. When they go hold that illegal convention, now Makini, I been telling us na illegal gathering where they go pa. Now that they find them, they don't order them back for go day. For go do the right thing inside 14 days. When I go here reach somebody in the call convention. After 14 days, if they not do a back well, for 14 days, they give 50 million to Peter Conte. So they don't find them. Not a serious party. Then they always they cost woman. When I hear they cost the blind, because they don't organize Mamikos Bomba now, whether they disrespect woman, but we don't disrespect now. Do ya? We not continue for vote against APC. We not continue for use APC like betters. We not continue for stand against APC people in Australia. We not continue for stand against the ideology of APC. We not continue for make sure say APC continue for cry. We not continue for put APC in opposition. Australia, do ya? We not continue for frustrate APC. We not continue for embarrass APC. We not continue for disgrace APC. We not continue for laugh APC, and we not continue for embrace SLPP and come around President Talk and because it makes Salon continue for be sexy and attractive. We when I a young man there, we're so proud of President Bill. We don't get no job in the government because not to that one we vote for. We vote for let help the nation generally, and that is exactly what he's doing. And when they do so, that money where President Bill forgive me. For let me one grade, it's maybe picking an aya. It they take it they pay that picking school fee. We're not able to get school fee. That one day, na good thing. Let it pay that school fee instead of meeting car eater. Let them school begin to enjoy. Let them pensioner when they give 25,000. But now present they give 500,000. Then with my papa they don't work till they don't old. Then they feel good now. Let them give them that money. Now this na the spirit of SLPP. Now that make God don't make SLP don't need the power. Then we continue for maintain this power till 2024. Where will we get the next election? But however, una bye bye, una thank you, una always feel aggrieved. After the shock, una go see all will come in reunion. This now we party. Now this party no more Salon Sabi. Una bye bye. Thank you very much, Safilo, the PRO for North Dakota. You do very well.
You're welcome, my brother.
People then gladly, people they want to they come more for they can talk. This kind of sense.
We wouldn't do that. As long as now for we country, we're ready for talk and make sense, put sense in how people it. Let nobody know fool no more.
Okay. So thank you very much, Famul. You and the watch, me na Gentle, the political hot goose, and this na SLPP hour. Share the program, continue for sharing so that other people then they say the family them. Una bye bye. Una share. Let's serious Australians the year.
Political hot goose. You don't for me? Hot Goose Network TV.